Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is a Sanskrit phrase which means the world is one family. Verse. The original verse is contained in the Mahopanishad 671-73. Subsequent angstrom lokas go on to say that those who have no attachments go on to find the Brahman, other or yen pa angstrom alakar or yen zavakara nuva to the first ettiman, and yen saw to the first gar parity gar ban yen saw to the first barava nirva, antavera gyermadaya angstrom mukha hita yen 70. Aya to the first bandhiraya to the first nati gore to the first analagika tassa m, other rakarata nawa to the first Vasudhaiva Kale to the first Umbakam 71. Bhava Vinirmukta to the first Jaramara to the first Avijaya to the first, Prana Nta Kalana Rabia to the first Naragor to the first Padama Angstrom Raya 72. A to the first D Brahmasthesha Yensvania to the first Pound Karma Vigatamaya. Adaya Viharanavor to the first Saw to the first Core to the first A to the first Pound Unamyo Hiati 73, Mahapaniya to the first Pound Ad 670-73, the above text is describing the Laka. To the first Pound AA to the first A and behavior of great men who are elevated to the coveted Bramh aestheti. The above says, a euro a currency AA currency AAAN AAN AAA currency AAN AAA currency AAAA currency a yen a currency sha yen AAAA yen a currency AAAA currency sha AAAA currency AAN AAAN AAN AA currency a yen a currency yen AAN AA currency AAN a euro AYAA to the first bandhiraya to the first na. T gore to the first analagika tassa m other rakarata now m to Vasudhaiva Kale to the first Umbakam, discrimination saying this one is a relative. This other one is a stranger is for the mean-minded. For those who are known as magnanimous, the entire world constitutes but a family. The above verse is also found B3.37 of Panchatantra, in the in January 3, 71 of Hitopadesha. The statement is not just about peace and harmony among the societies in the world, but also about a truth that somehow the whole world has to live together like a family. This is the reason why Hindus think that any power in the world, big or small, cannot have its own way, disregarding others. Contextual meaning in the original sources, in the Mahopanishad 6.72 the verses are used to describe as one of the attributes of an individual who has attained the highest level of spiritual progress, and one who is capable of performing his worldly duties without attachment to material possessions. In the Panchatantra 5.3.37, which is a collection of animal fables, the verse is uttered from the mouth of a declared fool who is killed by his naivety, suggesting it as a symbol of impracticality. The Hitopadesha 1.3.71 goes a step further, and not once but twice demonstrates its usage by subversionists, as well as tendency of the gullible to fall for it. A currency AA currency AAA currency A, AAAN AAN AAA currency, AAAA currency a yen a currency sha yen AAAA yen a for a currency AAAA currency sha AAAA currency AAN AAAN AAN AA currency a yen a currency yen AAN AA currency AAN a 5. Similar concepts. The same concept is to be found in Sanjam Tamil Puran and Europe poem as AAAAA a registered trademark Shah, AAAAA a registered trademark AAA Euro AA, which means, every country is my own and all the people are my kinsmen. The Ahmadiyya Muslim community understanding of the doctrine of unity can be split into three categories, namely the unity of God, unity of religion and the unity of mankind. Baha'u'llah, founder of the Baha'i faith, wrote in his tablet of Maqsud that the earth is but one country, and mankind its citizens. Ubuntu, the philosophy that expresses humanity as a characteristic of the society rather than an individual, also speaks on the same concept. The concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is also used in a theory presented by Marshall McLuhan as Global Village. Influences: Dr. N. Radhakrishnan, former director of the Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti, believes that the Gandhian vision of holistic development and respect for all forms of life. Nonviolent conflict resolution embedded in the acceptance of nonviolence both as a creed and strategy. or an extension of the ancient Indian concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. References in the modern world. Narendra Modi, India Prime Minister, used this phrase in an interview to a Japanese reporter, adding that this is in our DNA, this is in our genetic system. Mahindra United World College of India uses this phrase as its motto. Pranab Mukherjee emphasized the importance of values for the youth and said Indians are fortunate to have learned from the ancestors the principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam while addressing the overseas youth of Indian origin. Rajendra K. Pachauri used this phrase during his acceptance speech for the Nobel Peace Prize on behalf of the IPCC on December 11, 2007. Global efforts must protect the global commons. According to him, Dr. Murli Manohar Joshi emphasized on this term when applauding the efforts by Auroville to experiment with this ancient ideal. A.R. Rahman used this phrase to thank all the people in the concert he did in Sydney on January 16, 2010. Springdale School uses this phrase as its motto. Symbiosis International University uses this phrase as its motto. Z Entertainment Enterprises Limited uses this phrase as its motto. See also, Harambee, Ajamaya, Libert, Eaglite, Fraternite. References. External links: Malhotra, Prajivindra's Net, HarperCollins India.